It is Friday night. We are so excited. The weekend is almost here. The weather looks amazing. And Kenny Babyface Edmonds is here performing right now in Indianapolis. Friend of the show, Logan Gay, will be along in a moment. She's going to talk to the multi-Grammy winner, all coming up here on Friday night. Great to be with you. Let us know where you are watching. We'll give you a shout out over the next 10 to 15 minutes. Beautiful day.
Oh my gosh.
My gosh.
Yes, still warm.
Yeah.
But not as humid.
Right.
Not as hot. And that's a trend that's going to continue as we head into the weekend.
Perfect.
So some good news. Go ahead and make those outdoor plans now if you feel like you've been stuck inside because it's been so hot the last couple of days. We ended up with 4 days in a row in the 90s. We're down into the 70s for most of us. Check out the 73 right now in Kokomo. At times this week, we didn't have morning temperatures drop below the upper 70s. So this is definitely a refreshing change, but it's still going to be warm enough for some summer activities. So keep that in mind too. If you follow the outline of green, that's the uncomfortable air, that really muggy air with dew point temperatures at 65 or higher. That's being pushed south. And with dew points in the 50s, we use those numbers as a gauge on how low the lows will go. That means we've got some 50s on the map for first thing tomorrow morning. 57 in Lafayette, forecasting 56 in Kokomo to kick off our Saturday, 56 Muncie and 58 degrees in Richmond. We close to 60 in Indianapolis out the door for your Saturday. Plenty of sunshine. We'll be in the low 70s midday and upper 70s for highs.
Wow. Low
80s for Father's Day. So again, we couldn't ask for a better weekend. Warm enough for summertime fun, but not too hot, not too humid. We get definitely a break from the dangerous heat that we dealt with this week.
All right, dads, what are you going to do on your weekend? You've got Father's Day on Sunday. Let us know in the comments section what your plans are. You going golfing? You going to hang out with your family? Going to just watch TV, watch the U.S. Open?
The U.S. Open was really good today.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff, a lot of good options for you, so let us know. We'll get back with Angela in a moment, talk a little bit more about the heat wave that's coming in next week and a little bit more about the weekend. So that's still to come here tonight at 10 o'clock. All right, let's bring in Rachel Krause, friend of the show, and you've got a difficult story tonight. This is this story about this fatal crash that we covered earlier in the week, and today prosecutor has filed charges against the woman who allegedly is involved.
Yes, and quite a complicated story to try and explain here because she's been involved in multiple crashes where police say she has been at fault. Earlier this evening, they arrested Kelly Anderson. IMPD making that arrest. She is facing charges including reckless homicide, criminal recklessness for her role in the June 9th crash that killed an Indianapolis mother of 4. She was 28 years old. Now, at the time of the crash, we're seeing from these court documents that we've been getting out that she was accelerating. The other cars were sitting at a stoplight on Keystone and 52nd. She was increasing her speed to about 68 miles an hour, the pedal all the way down, no brakes engaged at the time that she hit the other car, killing that Indianapolis mother and hitting 7 other cars. This was an 8-car crash. And so when they looked into this further, they found that she was not supposed to have been driving. She is believed to have been involved in another fatal crash that happened just a few weeks ago that claimed the life of an ER doctor. That crash is, of course, still under investigation, but after that crash, she was taken to the hospital. A blood draw was taken, toxicology reports have been taken, and medical reports from the day after that May crash told neurologists explained to her that she should not be driving. She was telling them she had blacked out, that she was doing this because she had severe allergies and she had epilepsy and she had medications that she needed to be taking for that, but that she was allowed to drive. Court records that we are seeing come out of this found that neurologists explained to her after that May crash that she should not have been driving and that she verbally told them she understood. Now, weeks later, another person's life has been taken, and the Marion County Prosecutor's Office has filed charges for the June crash. No charges have yet been filed for this May crash. It's hard to say if those will be coming down in the next few days, if at all. But a motion was also filed today by the Marion County Prosecutor's Office to suspend Kelly Anderson's driver's license.
Okay, so you've mentioned the 2 crashes, but in fact, she's alleged to have been involved in several crashes, right?
Yes, just since August of 2019, IMPD has identified that she has been at fault for 5 different crashes. Multiple points in the court documents that we are reading. Anderson has told police that she is blacked out. She does not remember hitting anyone. She does not remember hitting anything or being in a crash at all. She doesn't remember anything.
Right.
Now, in one case, she flipped over her own car after going into a ditch. In another case, she crossed over the median and hit a light pole. In another case, she increased her speed while she was driving and rear-ended another car on the road.
Right.
Multiple points telling them not remember what was happening, and
Right.
that this was due to medication from severe allergies and
That
epilepsy.
are causing seizures and that kind of thing. Wow.
Yes.
Gosh. All right.
Yes,
This is
heartbreaking.
This is a heartbreaking story for sure, and Rachel's all over this. We're going to detail more about this case coming up tonight on 13 News at 11. Rachel, thanks for joining us tonight. All right, let's go ahead and switch gears, talk a little bit about one of the big events happening in our city. Of course, we've got Juneteenth this weekend, lots of events across the Circle City this weekend, and one of the big events is happening as we speak. Babyface, an Indiana legend. He's a multi-Grammy winner in town tonight, and Logan Gay got the best assignment of the day, and she and I talked a little bit earlier tonight here in the studio about tonight's big event. Singer, songwriter, and producer Kenny Babyface Edmonds is here in Indianapolis tonight. He's a 12-time Grammy winner. Logan Gay got the best assignment going here at Channel 13, and she joins us now with a preview of her story that you're going to see on 13 News at 11. You got a chance to talk to him today, right?
I did. I got the chance to share the air with the legend himself.
Yeah.
It was great. He was so nice. I was tempted to ask him to sing a song, you know, some of my favorite songs, but I dialed it down. But he talked about a lot of things. He talked about what the city means to him and what it's like to be at home. And I love that he mentioned his mother. And I want you to listen to what he had to say.
All right, let's listen.
You know, our mom was like our, you know, she was our anchor. And so when I come to Indianapolis, what do I think of? I think of my mother, and that's like the best thing you can think of. And so tonight will be a celebration of Indianapolis musicians and music that comes from all the years. These are the streets that I grew up in, and these are the guys that I played with and that I learned from as well.
He received a star on the Madam Walker Walk of Fame today, and he was so excited to do that. And he's also, he performed today, and he said he's excited to share the stage with some of our local legends as well as some of the people that he grew up with. And listen to what he says tonight's all about.
Yeah, so it's a big weekend for the Juneteenth celebration that will be happening at the Madam Walker Theater all weekend long. Just, are you a fan of Babyface and the music that he's done? I mean, he's had this legendary career. What was that like getting a chance to interview him?
Yes, well, I'm a huge fan. Actually, my dad and Babyface used to have the same manager back in the day.
Oh,
you know, so
wow.
he was in the room. He didn't know him personally, so I grew up knowing Babyface and all his music and listening to it.
Right.
And so it was really cool, you know, just to see him up close and personal.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
and of course, I hear about him all the time from our friend and colleague Emily,
Right.
who's met him quite a few times.
Yeah, a friend of the show, Emily Longnecker, is at the show right now. She got a dress for it, got her hair all ready to go,
Yes.
wanted to go dancing. And I guess the
Yes.
theme was like 1920s or something, which is
Yes.
going to be a really fun theme for everybody.
It is, and I know she's going to have a good time. I know everyone in the city is going to have a good time
Yeah.
as well. Wish I could be there, but at least I got to meet him today,
Yeah.
and he's not going to disappoint. I mean, his love for the city
Sure.
was inspiring.
Well, that's great. And we look forward to learning and seeing more of Logan's interview with Kenny Babyface Edmonds. You'll see that tonight on 13 News at 11. Logan, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, so let's kind of wrap up our evening together. Rachel and Angela and I talking about Father's Day weekend. Hope you've got plans. Outdoor plans would be a good time this weekend, right?
Definitely make some outdoor plans. You'll need the sunscreen.
Yeah.
Still warm enough for summertime fun and activities. Upper 70s tomorrow, low 80s for Father's Day. Take advantage because we have another round of dangerous heat coming our way next week. So now's the time to kind of in the back of your mind prepare for the heat. How can I protect my family? You know, we have lots of water rescues and some drownings this week.
right.
So talking with your family about water safety. You know, maybe a casual conversation over the weekend. Bring it up around the dinner table so that we're ready for the heat next week. And happy Father's Day to
Thank
you.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, and happy Father's Day to all our dads that are out there. Thank you so much for what you do for your family, for your spouse, It's great to have you with us on this Friday night. And Angela and Rachel and I will be with you tonight on 13 News at 11. We'll see you then. Good night.